What's going on, guys? Nick Novak back on the HSR today. Day 3 of 50, 50 straight days. Today we're going to get those bottle calves turned out to that new paddock that I put up for them yesterday. Yesterday I did it. I didn't want to turn them out because we were leaving town for the night and I didn't want them to get into the big pasture and potentially not be able to get water or just, I don't know. I didn't feel comfortable turning them out on a new pasture, especially these tamer calves, and potentially risk them getting hurt. So let's get this big door open. Let's get in the Jeep and get them turned out. So we just got in their pasture. Looks like they're under those trees. It's about 4 o'clock, and I wouldn't normally do it on a hot day like this, but for me, what I want to make sure is that these calves know it's over there, but it's so hot that I know they ain't gonna stay over there all afternoon. They're gonna want to come back and get some water. And so that's why I'm gonna do it right now, so that they know, okay, I'm hot, let's go back to water. We know it's here. We know there's more grass available, but let's not stay over here and just stay here all night. Okay, so we're open here on the bottom. I'm not gonna open the top just yet. If they can't figure it out, we'll open them both sides. But what I wanna do is I want to make sure it's still hot. I didn't turn it off yesterday just to see, you know, overnight if wind or something like that's gonna turn it off. So let's test it out real quick. She's hot. Okay, so 6 of these calves have never had hot wire before or been accustomed to it, but the other ones have. So it might be a learning curve for a couple of them, but most times these calves, if they get shocked once, they kind of don't let it happen again. So let's go back. We'll try to push a couple in here. I don't even care about pushing them all. We just want to try to get the majority of them so that they know where it's at, let them out. And then tonight, before I go to bed, I'll make sure I push them all in here. I don't have a problem with them chewing on grass at night, but I just want to make sure that they know how to get back in when it's dark. Let's go push them in. Let's go push them in. Up, up. Hi. Come on, 14. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Pushing them up here the last couple days, but we're trying to stay down here, girls and boys. Ha hip. Ha hip. Hi, hi, hi. All right, they're in. Let's see if they run through the hot wire or not. We have 2 runaways. Come on, kids. Alrighty, so I just seen a couple of them get shocked. They'll figure it out. This is just a little bit extra pasture for them. They're gonna touch it a few times, all of them, and get shocked. Try to get them out of this corner and just kind of let them hang out, but be a nice little extra. I figured it up on my phone, and it's gonna be another little, like an acre, like 1.6 acres. So for this many calves, this will be perfect for them. This right here is why I like what I do, and I've loved this little bottle calf project. Is yes, they're a lot of work, but man, they're all just out grazing now. All those, there's those bottom 5 right here are all new ones. I'm kind of keeping my distance a little bit. I don't want them to run through that wire. Just wanting to make sure that they don't, you know, accidentally spook. But give them a little 1.5 acres here, and then if we continue to have, I mean, I know you guys probably looks brown to you, but there's some nice native grasses down in the bottom that's greenish brown, but it's very nutritious because it's that native grass, and so it's just prairie grass. But if they need more, we'll kick them out a little bit more. But I've been really considering selling that, though, my top end calves, maybe in the next 3 to 4 weeks. You know, it's hard because if you lose one, your profit goes down the drain. I still make a little bit of money, don't get me wrong. You know, if 2 or 3 die, then yeah, I'll be breaking even at probably 3 dead out of all 15, which I don't want that. But at the end of the day, every day they're out here, say even if they're only gaining £1 a day, they're worth $3 a pound. So they're making, you know, I have 15 head, they're making me 45, is it 45 bucks a head? Sorry, $45 a day. So it's like, that's just passive income basically, just $45 every day. And I don't want to take the risk of, you know, one dying, and they're all healthy. They've all gotten 3 rounds of vaccine. So I'm not super worried about that, but it's one of those things that goes in my mind, and I've thought, you know, why not just sell the top 7 or 8 calves, keep them bottom ones, save my grass a little bit, and those top end calves are gonna make me hopefully $400 a head. So I should make good money on them, and so we'll have to just see. We'll see what happens. Let's go drive through them real quick. They've kind of gotten off the fence line, and we'll just look at them one more time. So there they are. See, they're all grazing. There's good grass in here. I got all sorts of sizes. Let's see if I can't point some out. So that big red, this black right here, that big black, there's another one right behind him, the blonde, and that big one over there, that steer. So that's 6 or 7. And I think there's one more that I would seriously consider selling. I think they would match up good when I take them to market. And I say match up good in the fact of, people like to buy multiple calves. They don't like singled out calves. People still buy them, don't get me wrong, but you'll take a little bit of a hit. And so what I'm saying by matching up is if I can get, you know, 5 or 6 calves that are about the same, even if they're heifers or steers, you know, there'll be 2 or 3 heifers and I think there's 3 heifers and 3 steers that will all match up. More than likely they'll sell them together, and people want to try to fill semi-loads because these big buyers are like, well, I don't want to go to the sale barn to haul 2 calves. I want to go to the sale barn and haul a semi-load home. And so the more calves you put together that are the same size, and that's why a lot of people do tight calving windows, you know, in the cow-calf side, is because if you have 50 calves that all weigh 600 pounds, they're gonna sell better simply because there's a bigger group. And so that's kind of what my thought process, especially going into this year, buying bottle calves, is I want to get, you know, 10 to 15 that are going to match up perfectly to where when I go to sell them, they're already weaned, long time weaned, they look good, they've been out on grass, they're eating corn. And so that's kind of my thought process is I want to do that this year. I want to really try. So this year, as in saying my calf crop next year, so my bottle calves next year, have a match up really good. You know, this year I have I'm kind of split into two different groups. I have a big group and I have a small group, and which is fine. And I want to do that this year as well, is buy a bunch of fall calves as my big group and buy a bunch of also spring calves that are also my small group, to where I can sell those fall calves maybe in July or August when they're 400 pounds, and then sell my spring calves when calves when they weigh, you know, 400 pounds, but that might be 3 months down the road. And so we have options. I'm still trying to figure out exactly my marketing strategy, how I want to do it, but for the most part, I'm loving it so far. So anyways, I just ran over my gate because I did it on the way here and it worked fine, but I just did it again and bent it. So let's go. Wow, that was nice. That was worth it. Anyways, like I said, we're doing 50 straight videos, 50 straight days. It's gonna be exciting. They're not all gonna be super long videos. I'm gonna try to give you guys the best content I can. I want to make sure you guys have, you know, you enjoy watching it, and I want to make sure I enjoy doing it. I don't want to make it a half ASS video. What's going on, guys? I'm back. It's the next morning. We've had a problem in our house. The roof started leaking from the bad windstorm and rain, I guess, and came through our kitchen. Then it fell into the ground. I'll upload the picture right now. Me and my friend are doing basically a complete remodel of the kitchen. We have had to tear that out, this out, the ceiling, insulation, everything. We have a mess out here. It fell down. I was mowing actually, and we were gonna replace it today. That was the idea. And we originally thought it was just this one row because you couldn't even tell that it was wet everywhere else. And then about 30 minutes later, I'm mowing and my wife calls me and she says, we have a problem, we have a problem. My little sister came to stay with us and we just got back, you know, from Scott City. So my wife and girls and the sister had to go back to Scott City. And we've been working on this from yesterday about 4 o'clock till 1 o'clock last night. It's like 8 o'clock right now. And we're gonna start sheetrocking here. But we still have to do a little bit of cleanup over here, but we're gonna start on this side, get the insulation in, and start sheetrocking. So I'm not even gonna bring you guys along for that because this is only my second time doing it, and this is my friend's third time. So we're beginners. We'll show you guys the finished product when we're done. So not again. All right, guys. Before I end the video, this is what I'm dealing with. I'm trying to get my house put back together, and I look over and my bottle caps got out. A gate fell down. My fault. I should have chained it. Oh well. We gotta do what we gotta do. Let's get these calves back home, and let's get back to working on my house so my girls can come back home. Guys, you just saw me get the cows out of the Milo. Just a short video off my phone. It's about 10:15 now. Just been trying to keep working on our kitchen, trying to get it done, and it's been a pain. But so far we got this mudded, we got this roof up here done, the roof here, the trim done. All I have left is one long sheet. I just put this in just now. This is my first time doing it, so y'all might look at it and be like, yo, that looks terrible. I don't care. My first time. This isn't our forever home. I want to make it look as nice as I can, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's a good learning experience for me. Like I said, I've never really done sheetrock before, so it's a work in progress, I will say that. But anyways, cut to my last scene this morning. We'll catch back up with you guys tomorrow morning.